Hey Angel, hey Sarah, this is Jessica Peterson. I spoke with your office this morning and they thought you guys would be interested in this video I'm about to show you. Today I'm just going to go over just three main tips you guys can start applying right away, and it's going to have a huge impact for you guys, okay? And I know this because we've applied these exact same strategies to over 50 other contractors throughout the United States, doing exactly what I'm about to show you, and it's made a huge difference in their business. And I'm not just talking one or two extra jobs a month, okay? I'm talking significant changes, significant. Um, we're not just reaching goals, we're surpassing goals here, okay? So I know that if you guys use what I'm about to show you, it can do the same thing for you guys as well. And you're probably wondering, why is she doing this video? What's in it for her? And those are really fair questions. And I'm just really passionate about what I do and being able to help small businesses and contractors, especially those in the restoration and plumbing niche, okay? In restoration, especially, you're helping people that have been displaced getting their lives back. And that's huge. And so if I can supply you guys with just a short video and a few tips that can help you guys land more jobs, reach more goals, and help more people, that's amazing. So whether you guys do this on your own or decide that you want to partner in this and help you progress even faster to achieve your goals, either way doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, we're helping you help others, okay? So today we're going to talk about three things. We're going to talk about content, citations, and backlinks. So your website looks pretty nice, but unfortunately Google doesn't rank websites just based on the appearance. Google bases their rankings on content. Content is key, and you do need a lot of content. And so content is in many forms. It includes images. So let's strike this one here. Save as. So this is decent. Response plumbing, water damage restoration, national city. This is good. So you want to make sure every single one of your images on your website is going after those local keywords, because when most people need a service, they don't know who you are, so they're not going to ever search by your name. They're searching key terms related to the services you offer. Okay, so in addition to images or any video you might have, it's also all of this written content here. All of this content needs to be written around those local keywords, and understand there's different variations of those keywords you want to capitalize on. Google sends little crawlers to your website, which are like little mini robots. And so it's going to read all of this content, all the images, all of the written content, to try and paint a picture and understand what this website is about, what it is that you guys do, where you guys do it, and what type of customers you help. And so when the website is not properly optimized, it doesn't have the right type of content, and there's no keyword strategy, Google's at a loss. They have no one to send you because they don't understand you yet. And so it's really, really important that you dial in your content and keyword strategy. This homepage is the most important page of your entire website because it ties in all of the other pages throughout your website. Okay, so you need to make sure that this page has at least 1,500 words or more of content that is built around the services that you offer, and it's focused on a keyword strategy. Now, if your competitors have 1,500 words, you're going to have to do better than they are. So you need to shoot for 1,800 words, okay? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so let's look at the top water damage restoration company in San Diego. And that when I say top rated, it's not top rated, it's top in organic search. Okay. So the top ranking is certified restoration. And again, just like you guys, they have a good website, they got tons of service pages, they got tons of service area pages. But they also have tons of written content that's focused on those local keyword strategy. So you guys have to do more and better than they're doing. So you really need to dial in your content and keyword strategy. You want to do more content than they have, more pages. And these guys do a lot of long form blog articles as well. So between all those pages and all of those articles, they're able to actually get indexed for a ton of keywords and then drive traffic to their website. Now, while we're talking about content is not just all the content on your website, it's also the content you're putting out on the internet. So that's going to include your socials and even your Google business profiles. So now, when somebody does a search in Google, as we both know, they're probably not going to know who you are, so they're doing this keyword search. And we want to make sure that your business is showing up when somebody searches those keywords. As there's 3 spots your business could ultimately appear in the top spots. And the first one is always going to be your ads. Those are your cost per click ads and local service ads. Generally, they're usually going to be right here. But in order for ads to be beneficial, you need to make sure that you have everything else dialed in. Your website, your landing pages, and all that structure is done appropriately. And if it is, then paid ads could be really beneficial. But if you don't have those strategies dialed in yet, it can be a huge headache that costs a lot of money and gets very little leads. So if that's the situation, we probably need to focus on these other areas first. And so here is the Google Maps, the map pack or Google business profile, whatever you want to call it. So just like your website, the Google business profile also needs the right type of content and keyword strategy. If neither the website nor your Google business has the content or strategy, then Google really has no way of knowing who you are to be able to send those customers. Okay. And this spot here, these top 3 in the map pack, is really important because nearly 30% of people will go straight to the maps and will not go anywhere else on Google. So if you're not one of these top 3, you're leaving money on the table and quite literally handing each job to your competition. So if you're not in the top 3 for your services in your area, make sure that you're going out and getting a bunch of citations. Citations are the name of your business, your address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a ton of directories. Directories are like the Better Business Bureau, Yelp, Yellow Pages, and even your social media pages are citations. You need a ton of those, more than all your competitors, because every single one sends signals to Google that explains what your business is, what you offer, and where you perform those services. So those are really important for you. And then this last section here is your organic section. Arguably the most important section, because 60 to 70% of people will skip everything up here and come right here to the organic. So you need your business to be showing up here for each of your services when they search those keywords. So when you're not here, again, you're losing tons of jobs every single month organically. And so for your business to get here, it all comes back to what we were just talking about, the content and keyword strategy of your website. Having this optimized with the right pages and content and keyword strategy, and then supporting it with your backlink SEO strategy. So here we are going to talk about backlinks. This is Ahrefs, which tells us how your website performs. We can see here you guys have a rating of a 1.7 out of 100 in Google's trust flow, meaning Google doesn't trust your website, which is partially because of the content on your website, but more so it has to do with the power we send to your website. Like most things, they need power to work. And so in order for websites to work, we send backlinks. So we need a lot of these backlinks. We need more than your competitors are doing. But it's important to understand that not all of these backlinks are created equal. This is a popularity contest. It has to be relative to the type of services that you are offering. Other types of home service businesses and even other vendors. It's basically like a vendor or somebody giving you a huge shout out and telling Google that you're the best plumber or restoration company in the area and to send you more customers. That gives you more authority, which gets more trust in Google, and it's going to help you to rank and also to rank for the keywords. Okay. Despite not having a total dialed in strategy, you do have a fair amount of content. So you've been able to get indexed for over 200 keywords, but you're only getting 7 people on average to your website organically every month. So you're missing out on tons of jobs by not having these strategies in place. If we look at keywords, you do have a couple keywords that you are ranking, but these are all branded and related to your brand. And as we know, most people will not be searching that. So we're missing out by not ranking for these local buyer intent keywords, service intent keywords, okay? If we were to take just the service of water damage and just in the city of San Diego, and here's just only about 5 or 6 keywords, we can see there's over 1,000 in searches every single month for just this one service in this one area. So just imagine if you were able to optimize all of your pages for every service in every area, the type of volume potential that could eventually end up on your website. And even only if a small fraction converted, that could be an extra 10, 20, 30 or more jobs every single month. So what would something like that do for you guys? That would be huge, right? So if we look at the competitors, Certified Restoration, they have a higher score because they got more power, but you only get credit for one backlink per referring domain. So that means they also have a lot of spammy stuff. So we don't need to go after the spammy stuff. That's only going to hurt us. We're only going to go after those high quality backlinks, and then we're going to get more and better quality than they have. And because they have tons of pages and content and a really good dialed in strategy, they've got over 2,700 keywords indexed, and they're getting over 2,400 people organically to their website every single month. So yes, these guys can be beatable, but you do have to employ this strategy and do better. More content, more pages, and dialing in that content and keyword strategy. So now if you apply all these tips I have provided you today, your website has huge potential to not only be more competitive, but even be able to dominate for some of your services in your area. So please feel free to take this information, run with it, and start applying it today. But if you decide you would rather have a partner in this that can help you structure this and really do this well, and maybe even do it faster, feel free to reach out. This is where Peterson SEO specializes, okay? So feel free to reach out, ask questions, or request a time in my calendar, and we'll get that over to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.